Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to the Crown My Soul open mic. Oh my goodness, I'm really feeling the love and energy. My name is Ibrahim Islam. I will be your co-host for the evening. This is Rashawn Chapman.
I am Rashawn Chapman. I will be your co-host. I also go by Versatile. That is my performer name, my alias, if you will. I'd like to begin the night with dua. So we will start off with Surah Al-Fatiha, as you know, as all great things should. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Malak yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. So the night, this experience, this event, we hosted one not too long ago, about 3 months ago.
Yep.
It was great. It was very. It was on the other side. It was less people, so it was an intimate situation where we just got to experience what the goal was, and it's really just just transmitting messages to each other. So often we group each other up with the people that we know, the people who we were most familiar with, the people we're most comfortable with. But in order for a community to, truly grow and stay united, they have to be able to communicate with each other. And so, it's just an opportunity for whoever to bring up what they feel will inspire, will connect, will unite, will motivate their community. Your presence here is so much appreciated and so necessary because this is for the older generation and the younger generation, because we're all one at the end of the day. And so I hope to communicate that to you with my multitude of performances tonight and in the future.
Look. If anybody wants to wage a war, I play it smart. My brain's a lot like Shangri-La, but razor sharp. I can stain a sword with a major chord and play it up. I swing straight across just to put them in the hole like it's a game of golf. It isn't safe at all. Swing for shoulder blades and break them off. You wanna take a bump, you tricking this adventure, getting hit just like the safety's off. If you have a change of heart, you might wanna make a call. I'm known to get behind my bars like I'm breaking laws. This casual menace is passing the test using astral projection. I stop them in a matter of seconds in rapid succession. I channel them, handle a method to cancel the gimmicks. You can watch these rappers on Netflix. The amateur camera apertures can capture the instant. I ravage these actually averages, passing as legends. The bandits are begging to end it and they panic. Cause listen, when grabbing my pen, it's just like I'm flashing a weapon. I'm swearing rappers seen better days before the industry premeditated the murder and wrapped their head in cellophane to sell the name. Headless frame, so as the brain is left in place. This is my book, I'm like Frankenstein mixed with Mr. Crane. This is me getting attempts to regenerate, written the freak spirits, preventing a clean getaway. Most of them see the biggest stakes. What's it to me? Dinner place. Life that gave me lemons. I traded for every minute. Made up just to save my papers filled with pencil stains. Run right with this in my veins. That substance they tend to hate, but it won't give me the shit to shake. Those that tend to bend will break and give the way to trends and wait to integrate. But I meant to stay every bit this strange. Eliminating dark days, longer disintegrate when I hit the bait. Frigid days, infinite winters and blizzards made it real.
All you know is real. This utopian's exploding, we're exposing your eroding little villas. I'm plateauing at the moment in the ocean. Well, I'm sure that you're not knowing where we're going, but it's further than us posing for a portrait, little posy. Y'all some little flowers on the mic, just trying to survive. I'm inside all of your minds. Me, I gotta think it twice just to make it come as nice and not simply a knife to the eyes and the spine. Cause I will not fight the blind, look, it's evident. Master the power of pure recklessness, then added a few tricks like a skater using the deck. We take the messages, twist them, test them. You think the perfection, and we add the M in front so you know that we ain't perfect yet. We're hectic. Murder the beat, rather I best it. I cursed the whole game like I had hexed it. These rappers sounding like reruns, nothing close to the purpose. You thinking that you a problem? Well, me, I'm coming to test it. A+ average, I'm never feeling subjected. I'm an unstable rapper, don't try me, I am infected. This is Shangri-La. Look at me, I might be the shady boss at the end of the game, but it's feeling like I'm taking off. But I got this stuff on easy, so maybe you who may be soft, and maybe the issue is my mother loving training, huh? You spit that chill, I spit that flame. You talk who you think I'm who made fire, nah, I'm the one that made the sun.
Look,
I see it.
look, Tyrannus Khan's got a spatula, flipping atom bombs, chefing up master songs with the man of romantic splashes claws. Even with my back to wall, I watch for chance and dodge attacks. You spot with rapids on you like you gone from track, lost in panic, gone to practice, hard and back to starting, man, it's madness. The passion pushed the craft along, but now it's been abandoned. Tossed the trash and pawned some artists, I knew it quick cause they have a job. Yeah, it's ludicrous that the music biz was for stacking dollars. Let the losers win, get used to it cause they rap with pop. Get the new edition of shoes and listen to bragging poppin' Xanax with the laughing stocks rising after the rapper drops. Sell the gangster status to children lacking a dad and mom. Business class, cashing the sales ads and the lasting drama. Justice system mission to victimize every black at large. Haven't watched the television set since I ain't have the locks. I'm not paying for ads and gargantuan propaganda, false matter. Constant scams and offhanded comments and graphics now. Miss me with that extra mental message, I'm a man of God. They assume I'm extra mental, straight jackets and applesauce. Just go back and take Prozac cause you know that's a fantastic product. I'm past the atrophy, splashing our jeans with atrazine. The rap supreme Tyrannus can't concede, I'm back for mastery. Not talking about actors when I say I'm packing magazines. Nonchalant and casual, actually causing casualties. Awesome sauce and natural, taxidermies the tax for attacking me. Trash your necklace like plastic, your neck is wrapped with teeth. Vampire with a landmine round the campfire that you can't find. Laughing, this is my pastime, check the map, find that I have the key.
I saw her face through the window of my spaceship, standing half naked, looking at me as if she was waiting for something spectacular. So I shot a rap to her, telepathic.
Hello, passing thought, just call it telegraphic.
She had the type of frame, the telegraphic, that she's better than it. She was high in definition, headed in the same direction.
Boy, this feels like hell, just passing time when I want you like heck badly.
Do I know you?
Yeah, your family. Not by blood, but relatively headed to the same planet. Came from the same planet, suffering from damage. That is just what happened to you. Why it happened, I can't tell you, cause I don't remember either.
Then I struck a sudden fever, hanging on you to a dreamer, cause I have some thoughts to share. You could live inside my mind, just know you could get lost in there.
I could live aboard your spaceship, but I don't want to invade space.
Like the sound of what you say, don't hesitate, girl, that'd be great.
There was just one problem, and I know that you could solve it. You had a certain stutter when you told me that you love, 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 love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you.
Suddenly she was right next to me and she had kissed me crazy, opened up my eyes. I told her that I do not mind invading. Then her eyes glow so bright, showed me life in overdrive. I heard my voice inside of mine. No matter what, just know you're mine. I remembered everything. I showed her to a legacy that I wanted created. She's like, okay baby, let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. La 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 la. Just let it be. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. L-O-V-E. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. La 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 love you. I love you. Thank you.
Or you want to sing Shoe Fly Don't Bother Me? Okay, ready? Go.
Shoe fly don't bother me. Shoe fly don't bother me. Fly don't bother me. Shoe fly bother me. I want to say somebody. I feel I'm on a star. 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 I feel I'm on a star.
Okay, so shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe
Don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me. I said somebody.
Good job. So I wrote this poem about language because one of the discussions that we were having today, hold on one second, son, was we as a human, that's the human nature, we're the only creature who has language, right? Monkeys don't have language, dogs don't have language. Yeah, monkeys. So Allah gave us something special on purpose, right? We're different, even though we're categorized like mammals, right? But we're different. So this poem is about language. It's not like, I'm gonna just read. Okay. Language is life beyond creation. Language is the beginning, end, and immortality of existence. Language makes one human beings. Language is internal and external, and forever evolving. You can give language meaning or be the meaning in language. Language builds and destroys. Language creates fear and faith, falsehood and freedom. Language is your personal limit or your gateway to limitlessness. Thank you.
Up next is Willie Chapman. Knock this out, bro. Come on.
So Rain, this is Rain Chapman. This is my son. He's 9 years old, and he's about to spit for y'all one time. Give it up.
So this will be a rap that I have been working on for how long, Daddy? 6 months? All right, 2.5. And I think I'll master it. Here it goes. This is just the beginning. When you see how we reign, then you know why we're winning. Excellence is the vision they're grooming me for the mission so I can build precision when they grab my position. Until then, I'm gonna focus on my present wins. God set my game up from baby steps to wallows head. God build my brain up to bring out what I have within. Hard to think I'm not a beast, and when I speak, I'm going in.
So this is me and T-verse right here. I'm just put the whole thing out. Sharing mental conversations, building up for ovulation, contemplating computations of galactic populations. That's a combination of potent reproductive spaces. Look, we birthing constellations, mapping out our aspirations, practicing our presentation. Y'all behind exasperated as we duplicate creation, celebrate on vacation, meditating about our greatness, teaming up with who relating, talking barriers we're breaking. The black woman is God, birthed me into the stars. In between Venus, Mars, subjected to what's apart. I'm something more off the charts, the greatest sum of her parts. Pay homage to her fine art. She speaketh and it will start. I have to provide the spark, set voyage to darling's art. God give it, she take it, to make it more avant-garde. We're aiming to hit our mark. Bullseye you in the dark. You'll never catch us off guard. Been building this from the start. Smallest things to a giant. Feel our moves, they are seismic. At our goals like a titan. Pedagogues on assignment. Calling out to the blind. Guiding them to alignment. Mayata, we define it. Balancing our divineness with physical intertwinement. We hoping to inspire vibrance. To shake up our current climate. Dynamic collective mindsets. By the time we get done, you'll know what the base provided. Our contingencies have contingencies. Assets versus liabilities. Strengthening the community. Only ones that can do it is the ones that's reflecting we. Strategize to maximize compounding our energy. Collecting from what's harvested, then spreading our royal seeds.
All right. So up next, we have Brother Dulama. Come on, brother. Woo!
You awake and burn moments in the sun rays of ignited dreams. My love is a discourse on reading planets. I love the world you are. Because of your vastness, I have no other star. Your eyes alone light I know amidst distinguished constellations. From someplace close comes the noise of happiness, music, laughter. From someplace music, all enveloping drifts through the open window of me. The mix of music, laughter, you drowning me. My heart becomes less, my heartbeat becomes less. And your beauty is a vice whose charged lips murder me. I'm dead, I'm a corpse. But the luminous gift of your smile makes things lucid, balanced. Your whole body holds a steamed glass of gentle sweetness. When I see you, it's like music, or more like glint in color, painted against silence, burgeoning worlds. Why'd you pour your tender fire over my life's cool leaves? Who pointed the way to you? What flower? What rock? What smoke showed you where I live? I always dreamed of you before you became true. The wind is the moon's imagination. It seeps through cracks. It ripples the grass. My love is my soul's imagination. How do I love you? Imagine.
Repeat after me.
All right, coming up next, put your hands together for, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sadiq.
All right. I got permission to speak.
Brace yourselves.
I talked to some mamas of children in the room. The mic is not working.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So, and they said it's cool, so I guess it's cool. You didn't talk to me.
Baby, I talked to your daughter. Thank you for doing this. And I just want to say, Rashid, the drummers, they've come a long way since like the last time I heard them. Oh, thank you. Because it was some kids struggling. It was just hitting the drum like this. I quit, and then all of a sudden tonight everything's together. So just give another applause for the drummers. All right. This is a piece that me and my boy were working on together. What she doing to the kids? Don't abuse your children in the audience. This is something we've been working on together, here it is. We step up to be the nigga. We were set up to be a nigga. By design, an entire culture calling out for us to be a nigga. So much so that even their own condone and want to be a nigga, leaving us longing for the days when we can say that we haven't seen a nigga. Stop embracing it as endearing. It is demeaning. Here is the meaning. Nigga.
Reading in between the nigga, you will find the meaning nigga is a different being than the being that you're seeing. Nigga. Mr. Fix the Price has had their fixings twice to end the life of those through a lifetime of mind control to in time control and lines were broke, whipped, and chained. Now broke. Whips and chains are the only things that we ought to see hope in. It's a shame. We quote the note the quotable elders who spoke that the shoulders who we're leaning on through the burdens we're folding to. Nigga ain't the rap guy or the mad fly who daps, ties up the black nights and performs after halftime. Nigga is the guy with their past lied about, who lost their past lives until they become that guy.
We step up to be the nigga. We were set up to be a nigga. By design, an entire culture calling out for us to be a nigga. So much so that even their own condone and want to be a nigga. Leaving us longing for the days when we can say that we haven't seen a nigga. Stop embracing it as endearing. It's demeaning.
Here's the meaning,
nigga. We're talking about a man who's been socially manufactured in a European factory, fractured, after his ancestors were captured, beaten, and raped into a rapture. It's the consequence thereafter. Victims of ridicule and laughter, expected outcome a disaster, spilling sperm and creating bastards. When the woman calls out to the man for help, this piece is, you know, we know brothers who have been to prison, but then we know that brother that has been to prison and he won't ever tell us why, right? And it's like always a mystery as to why when you ask and you really don't know and you don't want to ask him again because you don't want to hear the story. Well, this is the story dedicated to that brother, but I need your help. So when I point the mic to you, you're going to say the name of the poem, and the name of the poem is That's a Conspiracy. All right? So let's test it out.
That's a conspiracy!
All right. So the brother, he's going to look like this when you ask him. See, I was riding on my bicycle. It had 16-inch rims, 16 gears. I was chasing this dude who had 16 tears tattooed on his face, representing 16 kills.
That's a conspiracy.
I followed 16 blood drops, chased him down 16 stairs. He fell into the street, almost ran into a teacher walking with 16 kids. He got hit by a bus. Guess what number it was?
16.
No, it was the P line, and it had 16 wheels. Think about that. Money flew into the air. $1,600. 16 bills. That was mine. We was playing blackjack. I laid down 21. He laid down an ace and a 5. Snatched the money around. I'm talking about 16 wins. I got my money back. I got caught in the hills by the cop on 16th. Up in the hills. It was him. Thought I was gonna get away, but he had 15 other friends. They put me in car number 16, drove me to the 16th precinct, put me in the 16th cell on the 16th tier. That's when I decided I was gonna represent myself. Because the DA claims the witnesses say I shot 5 times. Like, y'all got my gun. I got a 20-round magazine, it's still 16 here. Well, the Judge Diaz, he says, son, you've been found guilty. I'm giving you 16 years. And y'all know what? That's a conspiracy. We still don't know why the brother's in jail or not. That's how it usually goes down.
I meet a lot of people when I go out and perform. This particular time, I met a very amazing MC. We're gonna call him up, the Phoenix named Tweak.
Reality. The most beautiful thing is a stream of consciousness. Wake up from a dream to conscious bliss. Usually I avoid sleep to experience this gift of life. Open my eyes and I'm face to face with reality. As I stand adjacent to the dreams that were previously trapped inside of me. Now they're ripping my mind at the seams. Force tripping on leaks of DMT. This reality is getting blurry to me. Cause I'm in a hurry to be all that I ever believed I could be. I had dreamed up all the great things I could think of. Then, in the blink of an eye, I realized reality can be considered a tragedy when considered to be fallacy. But those with open eyes see it's better than living in a fantasy. And all who have it will be enlightened, the senses heightened from realizing that truth lies in the mind. You must search to find and define what feels real. This reality is beginning to be unreal to me. My body's tingling from my head to my feet. And it feels to me like pure LSD, the connectivity to the earth and the trees. Good vibrations are surrounding me. But my dreams are confounding me to believe in alternate realities. So I wake up, get on the ground and see what is truly breathtaking.
All right.
This earth, 7 days in the making that gives life, never stops creating, blows my mind, my body starts shaking, cause it seems like the heavens are breaking and converging with this earth on the brink of extinction due to the lack of distinction between people who think up and those imitating, simply replicating, thoughts are replacing the dreams.
Right.
They're no longer chasing.
Let's give a warm round of applause for DJ Maple Sarah.
When I sing this song, now y'all singing it for my baby. She's the only one that brings me joy, and that's why I'm singing this happy song. It goes tom tom diddly tom 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 diddly tom 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 diddly tom tom. Come on, hey, 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 I forgot the word was good, but I reached out on the because I don't know what I should do, but it's all good. But it's not the same thing I was supposed to be doing, so I just gotta go with it, you know? Just like, just go with the flow. Anyways, I'm happy, like, dum, dum, dilly, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dilly, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dilly, dum, dum. Come on, come on. She took me by breakfast, put it on the table. She know I go to work, and she
know that I'm able. Do my job. Come back in. You ought to see my baby's face, the way she grin, grin, grin.
I'm going to speak of something that has made me and developed me and raises me up. Alhamdulillah. I couldn't find a peace of mind until the first time I woke up and saw her face.
Mike.
I was strained and pained by hurtful times. Then I saw her face. But to see her face through those times when her smooth by design would fade to uneven lines, I prayed that it would be just fine for me to see her face. By my past, I had been chased. Haunting memories I could not pace. A broken heart could not be erased, but then I saw her face. Now here we are 19 years later, and I'm like, damn, I've never seen her before. Silky, light brown skin, naturally altered, seemingly not the norm, but she spent the right time under the sunshine. Little shorty mama, thick body form. Her capturing charm was aggressively possessing me. She had that unspoken feminine, that God's gift to her man. Heated rays gave praise to her dimples, her pimples, her complexities, and her simples. Each step she took was as though it was just for me, well rehearsed. Like when she removed her glasses and wiped the sweat from her brow, and I was like, wow, lines on prose, well versed. Pondering a walk with her more than just amusement, enrichment for my flesh and soul, wandering in the moments as the poetry becomes music, not looking for a quick mingle, but inspired to record my hit single. Not something that could easily sever, but a taste of forever. Over time, her skin tones altered, her body reshaped and redesigned, her disposition refined. Smooth, still smooth. And yes, girl, I'm cool with any uneven lines. What hasn't changed is the fact that you're mine. Each day I look at you, and so I've never seen you before. It's just like the first time.
Go ahead. That's
There you are again, under the sunshine.
I'm gonna read one that, I'm gonna read two poems. One that wasn't inspired by the poem that Rashawn and his father did, but it reminded me of it. But this one first is just some words. Bismillah. When you become drenched in the waterfall of words, and the letters of each are dripping to your feet, forming a pool of clarity, don't step away to seek dryness. Sit down. Immerse yourself in the wetness in hopes of absorbing the truth. Lynching season never ended. Racism's oath was never rescinded or amended. It was just kinda, but not really, put on pause until the laws could, without consequences, be illegally bended. What do we thought? This is the land where our ancestors were slaughtered, maimed, degraded, sold, and bought. Yeah, for our rights, they and others courageously fought. But after being given a sip of pseudo-freedom at our hands, the fight for justice came to a deadly halt. And this truth becomes more evident. This mic just went out. Evident with every unpunished fatal assault. Lord, have mercy on the likes of we who have been so distracted with our pursuit to sit in the lap of luxury while being moved by every empire scandal broadcasted on TV. Forgive us, O Creator, for becoming revolutionaries who, for the most part, are only active socially. I'm guilty as charged, I'll be the first to say, realizing the New World Order can't hold a candle to Judgment Day, when every soul will be handed its own tab to pay. That moment when all will realize we were not created for play. They marched on Washington. We must march on the boulevard. because that's the place where most of the lifeless bodies fall hard. We mustn't be afraid to activate our Free the Ghetto card, because from this place, we know with surety we'll never be barred. Though love may not be the subject, satanic hate is the brew. Folks, it will always be open season on everything moving outside of their crew. And please be clear, that clique will always exclude the likes of me and you. You see, money only talks when the mic holder is of the elite. Man, these pimps don't even use finesse or words that are sweet. They bank on our muscle memory being prone to defeat. Certain, only when roused by emotions, will we spring to our feet.
First up, we have Siobhan coming up. With her voice.
Hello. Thanks for having me. My name is Siobhan and I am going to sing Change is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
Oh, yeah. I like that question.
I was born by the river. Right now. In a little tent. Oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. I go to a movie and I go downtown. Yeah. Somebody keeps telling me don't come around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my Father and I say, Father, help me please, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my feet. Oh, there's been times when I thought I couldn't last for long. Yes. But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come.
Let's welcome up. Yeah. I'm wondering, like, do you want your stage name? No. Okay. Camila Shuey! Still coming up.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
I'd like to introduce you all to my mother. This is her right here. I love her very much. We wrote a song together. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. And I'll let you guys in.
I'm just coming here to support the event because this has been great. Like, this has been awesome. And I so like, can we just give a hand to, because they organized this. This is to Rara and to maple syrup, aka Ismael and Ibrahim. The first time that they did this, we had a light, intimate turnout, and then this time for you all to come out and support this. And they're trying to make this happen every once in a while, and we purposefully stepped in the background for them to plan this. We had no hand in this. And when I say we, meaning the upper echelon of ages in the planning. They did all of this, from the flyers to contacting New Africa, and I'm starting to sound like a committee member, but I need to say this because it's very important, because we have to learn how to pass over the baton, and this is just very important. Sometimes we don't know how to take our hands out of stuff in order to let them do what it is that they need to do. So I just called myself showing up and being a part of the numbers. And I purposely didn't put my name on the list. It was on purpose. I just wanted to be here. So, mashallah. Okay, so.
All right, go ahead.
No, let's stop that. Okay, come on. Step in front. Let's do this. Let me drink some water. All right. Yesterday felt like years ago. All we had to do is what we're told. My heart is hurt and my mind's confused. 'Cause if we want humanity, why are the beasts let loose? My eyes have seen so many things that I can feel them falling down my face. Can I find a safe place where there is in my tears? Running high till I find a safe place for what's in my tears.
The cost of life is cheaper than gas prices have ever been. Forget it, get revenge and tell your friends it's for your betterment. Screaming out for freedom, I'm a second-class citizen. Respect is never given, but such is the hell we're living in, it's simple. I have less influence than a Benjamin. Simpletons pick their presidents over dead little kids. Better yet, let's see what we can wreck after the bitter end. Elaborate statuses and classes on who the villain is. News vans chilling, making profit on every minute, man, it's sickening. Considered you funded a good percent of it. Do you really think the defendant is sitting penniless? Only question is, what money can he go swimming in? People always buzzing, our hive is on the internet. Mine's on the money, but crime is never victimless. Grind is frowned upon, but what about every syndicate sitting in the trenches making profit off of the innocent?
TV screen spread lies as truth. The baby scream 'cause there's no room for youth. The corner's empty 'cause the drug dealers are wearing suits. A new addiction 'cause now the drugs are in our foods. So many things, yeah. Now feel them falling down my face. Can I find a safe place for what is in my tears? what's in my tears.
What happened? We managed stand-ins and walkouts, but not now. It just ends in chalk now. If kids get shot down, the chalk's out, but the block whispers. Nobody talks loud, because we feel like we gotta buy it. Drop the signs to cops and sirens, so we're all complying, and we haven't fought the giant. Causes blind and dropping eyelids, and we think we ought to try it. In the end, we just go and start a riot, yelling, stop the violence.
You will not rule me. I see you truly. Yeah, you will not trap me with these walls of fear. Hey, hey, with these walls of fear, with these walls of fear, building up these walls of fear. You keep building up these walls of fear. You are building walls of fear, but we will break down these walls of fear. I know this much is true. I know this much is true.